Alright, one of the things to think about when it comes to writing your essay is that whenever you look at a blank page, it really isn't blank. I mean, literally? Yes, but there's been a million people before you who came and wrote academic papers, and colleges, universities have came together and said, hey, this is the structure that we like, right? So really you are looking at a blank screen, but your introduction needs to grab our attention, set the stage, and end with a thesis. That's it, right? And there's a lot of different techniques which you saw in the handouts, right? You might tell us a startling fact or statistic. You could ask us a question, right? You could give us some background information that we don't have. And so once you've gotten our attention, let us know a little bit, got us thinking about your topic, then you end the introduction with your thesis. And typically in the past, right, you go, my thesis is A, B, and C. And then each paragraph of your body would be paragraph A would cover A, B would cover B, C would cover C. And then you have a conclusion which wraps everything up. And this is your way of saying to the reader that, hey, I'm in charge, everything I said made sense, here's a little summary, and then I'm going to end with maybe a call to action. Go out and do something now that you have this information. Or an urge awareness. Think about this the next time. Or you may make a prediction. Typically, a conclusion does not have new information. But a prediction, if you've just said, here's all this information about cell phones, and then you make a prediction at the end, and the future of cell phones is this, that's going to give us a sense of closure and make sense. So a prediction can be a nice tool to wrap up, as long as your prediction makes sense based on what you told us, right? So make sure to look at all the handouts. They go into a little bit more detail, but I wanted to give you this information in a couple different ways, right? Maybe now reading it, hearing it, right? Because if we were in class, we would definitely be talking about it. And as always, send me any questions. And going forward, now that we've moved from a letter to your more traditional college essay, right, well, we'll be looking at introductions, conclusions, and how you tie things together. How your thesis, the main idea, relates to the topic sentence of each paragraph. And each paragraph should have a topic sentence, right, which is the main idea of the paragraph. And that topic sentence might be in the beginning, right? The Mustang's a good car, and then you say all the reasons it's a good car. Or you could have your topic sentence at the end, list all these things, and then in a way summarizes. The one spot you don't want to put your thesis is, your topic sentence is right in the middle of a paragraph. It makes it awkward and it doesn't flow well. So a nice thing to do once you're done with your first draft is highlight your thesis, then highlight your topic sentence for each paragraph. And number one, you should be able to find one. So if you get to a paragraph and you go, I don't know what my topic sentence is, well, there's your first revision, right? But then, looking at each topic sentence, if they relate to your thesis, you know your paper is holding together well. If it doesn't relate, well, then either that paragraph needs to disappear, or if you're like, hey, this is good information, then your thesis has to change. So keep at it. We're halfway through.